It's been estimated that Earth holds as many as 7.77 million animal species, but some creatures naturally radiate a kind of charm that's flat-out infectious, especially in their baby stage. And in today's video, we're making a beeline to the pet shop to see which ones you can surprisingly bring home. From strangely cute little creatures that hardly seem real to feathered companions and baby panda-like puffballs, these are the 15 cutest baby animals you can legally own. Number 15. Fennec fox. If you've ever been smitten by animated foxes like Fennec, wait until you meet the real deal. The Fennec fox is native to North Africa's deserts, like the Sahara, and this cutie looks like it walked straight out of a fantasy series. Its oversized ears, almost double the width of its head, serve both as adorable features and heat-regulating tools. Despite their wild roots, these foxes are legal to own in several U.S. states and parts of Asia and Europe. Their playful, high-energy nature makes them entertaining companions, but also mischievous ones. Without regular stimulation or room to roam, they can quickly turn your house into a sandbox. They're smart, curious, and quick to bond with humans, but they're not cuddly couch potatoes. They need space, enrichment, and commitment. So before bringing one home from a reputable breeder, make sure you've got a lifestyle that can handle an adorable desert whirlwind. If you're ready for the chaos, a Fennec fox makes a truly unforgettable and unique pocket-sized pet. Number 14. Dwarf hotot bunny. With their velvet soft fur, giant eyes, twitchy noses, and clumsy hops, rabbits already rank high on the adorability scale. But there's one rare breed that takes it to another level of cutiness. Yes, those eyes are 100% real. Meet the dwarf hotot bunny. Miniature rabbit breeds like the dwarf hotot were selectively bred for their size, and in early life, they genuinely look like plush toys come to life. This particular breed stands out for the thick black eyeliner-like ring around its eyes, which becomes even more pronounced with age, making those already huge peepers look impossibly larger. Dwarf hotots don't exceed 3 pounds even when grown, and they love bonding with humans during their baby stage. Even better, this breed tends to be calmer than most rabbits, making them perfect lap buddies. While hotots are sociable, they're also independent enough to keep themselves busy with toys when you're occupied. But honestly, good luck tearing yourself away from these snowball-sized stunners. They are just too cute. Number 13. Axolotl. Owning a real Pokemon might seem like wishful thinking, but it turns out some characters were inspired by actual animals you can legally keep as a pet. Take Whooper, for example. Its real-world counterpart is the axolotl. A member of the salamander family, this rare amphibian hails from the canals and lakes of Xochimilco, Mexico City. Unlike most amphibians, axolotls never undergo metamorphosis. Thanks to a condition called neoteny, they retain their baby features, wide eyes, external gills, and soft bodies, well into adulthood. Their appearance never matures, locking them into a permanent state of cuteness. Once endangered, their population has grown in captivity due to increased demand in the exotic pet trade. Despite this, wild axolotls remain critically threatened, so conservation is still vital. They're legal to own in many regions, but banned in states like California and Maine. If raised responsibly, they're low-maintenance, peaceful pets. Just make sure to give them a properly cycled tank, cool water, and no aggressive tank mates, and you'll have your very own Pokepal for years. Number 12. Tiny turtles. Turtles come in all shapes and sizes, but one thing they all share is an insane level of baby stage adorability. One of the most standouts is the eastern painted turtle, so small and decorative as a hatchling, you might mistake it for a piece of art. When they're born, they're barely larger than a coin and remain compact well into adulthood. Tempting as it may be to scoop one up immediately, it's better to wait until they've matured a bit. That's because baby turtles, especially the tiniest ones, can carry salmonella, which transfers easily to humans. Due to this risk, It's been illegal to sell turtles with shells under 4 inches long in the US since 1975. Even though their size stays modest, their lifespan doesn't. Many small turtle breeds can live over 50 years, so this isn't a short-term commitment. Also, if you were thinking about kissing your baby turtle, yeah, don't. The cuteness isn't worth the salmonella gamble, so please don't. Number 11. Kangaroos. Arguably Australia's most iconic animal, kangaroos are among the most extraordinary species on Earth, and as babies, they're undeniably precious. You might assume a tiny joey would be easy to raise as a pet, but it's far from simple. In nature, a joey stays in its mother's pouch for up to 11 months after birth. As a pet, replicating that pouch environment is essential for their development. Joeys also require diapering and bottle feeding, just like a human infant. And if you've ever raised one, you know it's no walk in the park. Legally, you can own a joey with a permit in certain US states like Texas, New Jersey, and Washington, and in Australia's Victoria state. But full-grown kangaroos can reach 6 feet 7 inches, and when stressed, they'll kick, scratch, or bite. Sadly, most pet kangaroos don't survive beyond infancy due to isolation, limited space, and illness. Thankfully, sanctuaries exist where they receive proper care. But if you're still hooked, there's a smaller option. Number 10. Pygmy kraken. If this list proves anything, it's that small equals irresistibly cute, and the Atlantic pygmy octopus might be the smallest of them all. We mean, just look at this adorable little cutie, also known as the dwarf octopus. This unique species maxes out at just 2 inches long, even when fully grown. Because of their size, they've become a go-to addition in home aquariums. Like other octopuses, pygmies are extremely intelligent and masters of camouflage, capable of vanishing into the tiniest spaces. They're naturally equipped for hide-and-seek, so owners often spend hours looking for their elusive pet. Though most octopus species prefer solitude, pygmy octopuses are slightly more social, especially with others of their kind. So if your living space is more micro than a mansion, this pocket-sized sea creature might be your perfect match. And if you're really committed to the vibe, you could even furnish their tank with miniature decor to turn your tiny apartment into an undersea penthouse fit for a kraken, just in bite-sized form. Number 9. Raccoon. Raccoons have mastered the art of looking adorable and causing chaos. With round eyes, soft fur, and mischievous little masks, these smart mammals easily charm their way into hearts when raised young. Their cuteness isn't random, it taps into something called baby schema, a neurological response that draws humans toward baby-like traits. Big eyes, round faces, small noses. Raccoons check every box. But cuteness doesn't erase the fact they're still wild. Their instinct to rummage for food, day or night, is relentless, and if bored, they'll destroy a room in record time. While raccoons can bond with humans and even be trained, they're only legal in 16 US states and banned in most of Europe. If you're seeking a similar vibe with less legal hassle, fox squirrels are an excellent substitute. Legal in more places and easier to care for, these agile little climbers bring woodland mischief without the nocturnal pantry raids. Still, raccoons are cool. Number 8. Sweetie snakes. Ophidiophobia, also known as fear of snakes, is one of the most common phobias out there. But even the most die-hard snake hater might hesitate when faced with one of these tiny cuties. The illustration above is stylized, but its real-life inspiration is the golden tree snake. Native to Southeast Asia, this small species is mildly venomous to its prey but harmless to humans. And yes, it's legal to own in many places. In fact, what's even more lovable is the hognose snake. Named for their piglet-like snout, hognoses span several regions, including the US, Mexico, and Madagascar. They rarely exceed 2 feet, have mellow temperaments, and rarely strike. In fact, they're known for playing dead when frightened. These snakes aren't just legal to own, they're popular. Plus, they're clean, quiet, and fascinating to observe. And when they curl around your finger for a nap, it's hard to argue with the charm of a cold-blooded cuddle buddy. Just don't forget, these snakes are still reptiles and they're still wild, not plush toys. Number 7. Springhare. While you might think there's no real alternative to the kangaroo's unique design, there actually is one adorable substitute that has a strikingly similar baby-like look, without the full-size complications. Meet the springhare, a rodent species that mimics a miniature kangaroo in both shape and movement. They hop just like joeys, and their upright posture only adds to the illusion. Unlike kangaroos, though, springhares stay small, making them far more manageable as indoor pets. However, they don't tolerate cold temperatures well, so indoor living is a must. Still, springhares come with their own quirks. Being rodents, they've got strong front teeth and will chew through furniture, wires, and anything soft enough to sink into. That makes pet-proofing your home absolutely necessary if you want your electronics intact. But if you're ready to embrace the chaos and charm, you could end up with the ultimate pet, a soft, springy critter with kangaroo vibes and just the right amount of trouble. It won't kick, bite, or fight. Number 6. Wild kitties. While dogs have long been called man's best friend, there's no denying humanity's fascination with kittens. And really, who can blame us? We've been domesticating cats for over 10,000 years, but in the hunt for the absolute cutest kitten, some folks push things too far, like tiger cubs. Sure, baby tigers are tiny, blind at birth, and weigh just 3.5 pounds. But don't forget what they grow into. Surprisingly, it's legal to own big cat cubs in several countries, including Ireland, the UK, and some US states. Most of these places, though, require a wild animal license. While 35 US states ban them entirely, others, like Texas, Oklahoma, and Pennsylvania, allow it with proper paperwork. But if Tiger King taught us anything, it's that these majestic cats don't make good roommates. Adult tigers can hit 660 pounds and tear through 80 pounds of raw meat in one sitting. It's tempting, but not smart. But don't worry. Cuter and safer options are coming. Number 5. Sloth. Most of us think of sloths as slow, gentle giants who spend their days in full chill mode. But chances are, you've never seen how ridiculously cute they are as babies. With their slow-motion moves, calm expressions, and plushy fur, sloths seem like the ideal cuddle companion. While it's technically legal to own a sloth in places like New York, Texas, and Nevada, it's definitely not advised. Despite their laid-back vibe, sloths are extremely difficult to care for. Not only are they wild animals, they're solitary ones too, and they strongly prefer being left alone. Studies show they don't enjoy human contact much, so your cozy cuddle dreams might end with a few angry swipes. And with only about 1,500 sloths left in the wild, everyone removed for the pet trade weakens the species' chances of survival. So if you truly adore these slow-moving weirdos, give them their freedom and keep your snuggles in your dreams. All right, now, let's head over to number 4, Muntjac Delight. Well, watching Bambi as a kid was emotionally scarring. But let's be real, baby deer are very cute. But can they really be pets? While most deer species are illegal to own across the world, there are exceptions. In US states like Idaho, Vermont, Colorado, and New Hampshire, it's legal to keep deer with the proper permits. The top choice? Muntjac deer. These compact charmers max out around the size of a medium dog and, shockingly, can be house-trained. You can even walk them on a leash. Their gentle nature and affectionate personality make them feel more like four-legged roommates than forest dwellers. And if you're not sold yet, just look at that face. But if your dream deer also had monkey-like limbs, tiny paws, and a fuzzy tail, there's an even weirder solution. Centennial Toys hybrid plushies blend those features into something both ridiculous and perfect. DNA splicing might be illegal, but ordering a plush isn't. For now. Number 3. Opossum bly adorable. While their sharp teeth and hissy faces may suggest otherwise, these weird little creatures have a surprising charm that animal lovers can't resist. Don't confuse them with possums, though. Those live in Australia, New Zealand, and China, and you can't legally own them. Opossums, however, are native to the US and southern Canada and are occasionally allowed as pets with proper permits. Usually, those permits are issued for wildlife rehab, meaning you can legally keep a baby opossum, like the one above, if you're helping it recover. Once it's strong enough to live on its own, it must be released. But honestly, that setup isn't bad. You get to care for a baby wild animal, build a temporary bond, and let it go when it's ready. They're not meant for domestication, but giving one a safe start is a win-win. So, what do you think about it? Let us know. Number 2. Little lambs. We all remember that Mary had a little lamb, but today, just about anyone can. Blessed with ultra-soft coats and sweet, gentle personalities, lambs, though usually thought of as livestock, can make surprisingly endearing pets. And no, you don't need an animated movie or plush toy to get one this adorable. Miniature sheep breeds are real, and they're increasingly popular. Breeds like the Wessant stay tiny, only reaching about 18 inches in height. These small sheep thrive in modest outdoor spaces, so a decently sized yard is enough to keep them happy. Bonus, they also double as adorable lawnmowers. If bottle-raised from birth, lambs will often bond deeply with their human, viewing them as their parent. That connection can last a lifetime. Because sheep are herd animals, it's recommended to keep at least 2. But honestly, more floof just means more joy. They're cuddly, social, low maintenance, and legal to own in many places. Number 1. Fruit bats. Baby fruit bats, also called sky puppies by fans, are absurdly adorable. With their furry coats, button noses, and swaddled wings, they look like plush toys. But unlike toys, they're good companions. In most countries, keeping bats is heavily restricted or outright illegal. In the US, only certain captive-bred fruit bats are allowed in states like Oregon, and even then, only with permits. They're social, smart, and emotional animals, but they'll never be truly domesticated. In captivity, bats often try to escape and struggle with stress. Their instincts are hardwired for night flights, not cages. Plus, they emit a pungent musk and bathe in urine, a reality most owners aren't ready for. Sure, they're cute on Halloween and in photos, but in your home? Not so much. If you're still obsessed, artist Anna Jastrzemski crafts hyper-realistic albino bat dolls. They make excellent decorative alternatives without compromising any bat-loving dreams. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.